And good morning from Eleuthera, otherwise known as Lighthouse Point and Lookout Cay for Disney cruise ships.
We are, well, our plans were to spend the day on the beach, but it's not great weather, so we're going to dip our feet in the sea and then have a little walk around and see what's changed since we were here in September.
We're then going to head back to the ship for a few activities, and so we're going to enjoy that, hopefully take you with us, show you the second night menu at 1923, and also I'm sure there's going to be some other things we get up to show you what is on the Disney Destiny. So
it's Parati night.
It is Paratis of the Caribou. We've not really mentioned it on this holiday so far, but every single morning in your room you can wake up on Channel 1 to Good Morning Disney, whatever it is. So this is Good Morning Disney Destiny, but Trent and Sophie are absolutely on one this morning, aren't they? You good? Why Pirates Irish?
Because they are. No, because Trent does the accent in that way. That's why.
But yeah, I'm going to try and catch Trent's impression of fireworks in a minute as well, because that's. Sorry, there's an arm just under the camera reaching for some water shoes. Trent's impression of fireworks is unique. That's the word we're going to use, unique.
But of course then after second dinner, after the show, we invite you back upstairs. For our Pirates rocking parlay party. We got a light band, we got Captain Red and the Scallies. They're going to be rocking the seven seas. They're going to be looking for some sparkly treasure, and that be fireworks at sea. Pew, pew.
Wow, that was something.
Fireworks much better when you see them in life.
I thought
That's happened to
really
me.
good.
So yeah, we do recommend watching Good Morning Disney Destiny or Good Morning Disney Fantasy Treasure, whatever you're on. It is brilliant. And if you've got a cruise director and assistant cruise director like we've got,
They are all funny in their own way.
fit check. We've never really showed you our outfits of any of
You
this
can
trip.
literally,
I mean,
you can see them featuring my rolls of fat.
Daniel has her Lookout Cay top on.
Look, it's got something on the back. It's a mullet shirt.
Yes. I have my Castaway Cay top on. So we are repping the private islands today.
It's not a mullet shirt.
No. So right, the plan is we're going to go down for breakfast. Normally we would be off the ship by now. We would be one of the first on the island. See September's videos. But we'll have sit down breakfast. The intention being we want to get something because Marceline Market is normally chaotic. Chances are we will probably grab a Mickey churro waffle tomorrow before brunch at Paolo,
Oh, yeah.
as is tradition. But we're going to get onto Castaway, not Castaway, we're going to go to Lighthouse Point. We're then going to see what the difference is in 5 months, because we did what the difference was in 10 months. And obviously there's been another wet season. It's been 5 months is a long time.
It's also not that nice outside.
Yeah.
It's only 20 degrees. I say only 20 degrees. That's Celsius.
You're taking Trent's.
And I don't think it's meant to get much warmer.
No.
I think this afternoon is meant to be a bit
Groggy.
So we're going to come back on board for lunch.
Yeah, so our intention is we're going to go for breakfast. We're going to have a look around the island, going to spend a little bit of time on the sea, show you just how much space there is on this island, because there is a misconception that if you don't get somewhere at the front, you're not going to get anywhere. That is rubbish. If anybody's ever said to you, there's nowhere to sit at the front, it's absolute rubbish.
It's a load of poop.
So we're going to show you around. We're not having lunch on the island. We've had lunch on the island. We think it's great. We want to go back onto the ship for that and have lunch with our friends.
I also want to go on the slide.
We also want to go on the slide, was what I was about to say. And then there's a few bits this afternoon we want to do. Again, check in the Disney Cruise Line app.
But they do have a Sleeping Beauty, I think it was Sleeping Beauty, a somewhat accurate retelling quote from that.
And also, interestingly, I just want to clarify, we've said on previous ships as well, you can't do it all. We've not been seeing any of the shows yet.
Well, we're going tomorrow.
We're going tomorrow, but we've not seen any of the shows yet. So we've not seen Seize the Adventure.
Because we've seen it before.
We've not seen Frozen because we've seen it before. But also, Hercules is the main show on this ship. And if it's anything like Moana was on the Treasure, mind will be blown again.
And there's 3 showings of it tomorrow. They're doing a matinee just after lunch, and then the normal opposite your dining times.
Yeah.
So I think I'm tempted to try and see the matinee.
Tempted, yeah.
But it's a sea day, so every man and his dog is going to go.
And for reference, there are once again only 2 dogs on this ship. Not
I think
every...
there's 3 actually. Emily told me she saw another one.
Okay, well, not every man has brought their dog on this ship. We're going for breakfast. See you in a bit. Bye. We are down in 1923 for breakfast. As you can see, exactly the same menu as is standard across all the other ships. Interestingly, the other day they didn't have any of the grilled turkey sausages, which is no loss to us Brits. But yeah, very nice little design. It's a standard menu across all the ships. A lovely spot of English breakfast tea for me. Danielle's gone for a coffee. And we're just waiting for our friends to turn up. So, yeah. And if you ever wondered how much more popular getting off at Lighthouse Point was compared to Nassau, the time is currently 10:05 and the atrium, sorry, the Grand Hall is dead. So we are now...
There is a concert happening on
there
the
is.
stage right now.
Beautiful voice.
Beautiful.
Right, so we are going down to either forward or aft gangways. You can do that, but we are going down to deck 1. We're going to have to put you away because it is security sort style. And yeah, we're going to get onto the island. So we are onto the pier, the famous pier that everybody says is too long a walk. It's 10 minutes, people. We need to calm down here. It's blowing, and it is not particularly warm.
The goosebumps are coming.
Yeah.
I don't know how long we're going to last out here.
I think that's very fair. It is quite windy today.
I think I'm just going to put my feet in the sea.
Yeah, I wanted to swim in the sea, so I'm still going to do that. And I'm just going to wrap myself in a towel. But we are not too far from what we believe is Carnival's private location. If there is... Did we work this out last time? It's Carnival's private location. So what was it the other side?
Like Princess. I think a lot of cruise ships, or cruise lines, sorry, have a destination on this island.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's not that warm. It was a rough night as well, wasn't it?
Oh, I slept like a baby.
Yeah, we both did.
I don't know about you. I didn't wake up all night.
Anyway, we're going to do the 10-minute walk up to the front of Lookout Cay, jump on one of the trams, and then we will get our way over to Serenity Bay.
I will say it's better to do this walk in this weather
Yes.
than when we were here in September.
Yes,
and
that
it
is
gets
true.
To the point where it gets so hot my fingers
Yes.
swell.
Welcome, my friend. A very pleasant good day to you all. Welcome to Disney Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. My name is Tracy, and I will be your host for a short tram ride to the beach areas of our tropical paradise. Just a few reminders as we get started. For your safety, remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the tram. And please, supervise your children. There's so much to know about this place that I brought along a couple of young friends to help me out.
Dude, we were born here.
Tell us a little about it.
Ooh, I know, Miss Tracy. We're on the southern tip of the island of Eleuthera, in the Bahamas.
That's right. Do you know why this place is called Lighthouse Point?
Because a lighthouse was built here a lot of years ago.
That lighthouse is still here today. Our guests can see it when they walk the nature trail. Anything else about the island?
We have pink sand on the beaches.
Why is that?
Let's go take a walk round Lighthouse Point, and we are here at the Goom Bay tram stop, which is the drop-off point for the main part of Eleuthera. So we're going to take a walk around the shop, show you some of the bits in the shop first, and then from there it's kind of anything goes, I guess.
Before it rains.
Before it rains and before we get too cold. So here we are, we have jumped off of the Goom Bay Cultural Centre tram stop, having left Brekkie Cove only 7 minutes ago. And here we are. Dan and I don't remember this on our 2 previous visits. That is true, yeah, to be fair. When we normally come off the tram stop, we go straight round to what you can see is the left there. But we've come to the other side this time. We've seen the gathering tree, which has got all of these ornaments, all in the style of, well, it's Junkanoo style, isn't it? And they're all in the style of the characters. As you can see here, there is well, there's a shower. Oh, I love a foot wash. Get out. What did you say as we were coming in on the tram?
Oh, it's all grown since we were here in September.
Yeah, it's really changed. No, it's really changed. Right, let's take you into the main shop. So, for reference, tram stop there. There's a tram stop back round to the right. But then here we are at Disney Tings, and this is where you'll get most of.
There is also a first aid permanent.
Yes. and guest services off to the left as well. But here we are, Disney Tings. This is where you'll get most of the merchandise on the island for Lookout Cay. All of the merchandise that is in here, we cannot remember how much of this was here back in September. I do know that the pins seem to be relatively consistent, and there is one sort of set Spirit jersey that's sort of like a red pink. I do remember that these items were back here in September, and I also remember they were here when I think we were first here in November 24. That Lookout Cay t-shirt up at the back, I'm pretty sure that is one that we've seen before. And then as I come around here, this looks to be new as well. Yeah, as you can see there, merchandise only available on Lookout Cay. This is new. I don't remember seeing this. It's a new set of pins right there. Those are all in the Junkanoo style. So over by some of these other t-shirts, some of these are new. Frustratingly, very frustratingly, that t-shirt there that I really like the look of, they don't have in my size, it's only XLs. However, we will see if we can find that anywhere else and we will ask. However, I have picked this one up, this looks quite nice. This is in my size. Yeah, definitely a bit more me. There's also quite a nice Lookout Cay ornament there. And over by some of the kids' stuff, there's actually a really nice Lookout Cay Spirit jersey. Oh, it looks like they've got one for adults as well.
It's thin, it's not a proper Spirit jersey, it's like a long sleeve.
Okay. So it's not... I mean, it's nice.
It is nice.
But yeah, if it's one of the thinner ones, yes, the light is flickering.
It's the fan, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But as you see, pins behind there as well, and bracelets. And Dan was talking to me about a bracelet she found a moment ago. We'll talk about that when we're outside. It's also just outside of the store. There are plenty of other things as well, like a sand set, Crocs, water shoes, and some other items. So, just for reference, there are no DVC discount, gold discount, pearl discount, anything like that on Castaway Cay or Lighthouse Point. So the items that we just paid for were full price. There was no discount. But right, let's show you what we can see, because a lot has changed since we were here in September. I know we've already said it, but a lot of this has kind of grown and developed since September, and it's even more stark in contrast since November when we were first here in 24. As you go around here, this is all the family area. Off to the right, you've got Too True over there and all that sort of good stuff. And then as you head round to the left, sorry Dan, I couldn't hear.
Play Pavilion.
The Play Pavilion. And then over here you've got a bar. I'm not going to say it's a complex way to find around, but to be honest,
It's really not.
if you're looking for sort of like where the adult area is, just keep aiming left. But again, all of this looks far more lush and green than what it did do even 5 months ago. But Serenity Bay is all the way down to the left. It is the adults only area. So one of the first locations for all guests is True 2 Barbecue. This is the second option. There is another one slightly further around that is just True Barbecue. So as you can see, very imaginative in terms of the names. I would say if you can't get a spot at the front of the beach, do not panic. There are loads of spaces. We said this in September. We said this in November 24. You don't have to worry about getting a sun lounger, especially on a day when there's barely any sun anyway. But yeah, it's interesting being here in a January cruise. Also, we pointed this out previously, but we'll reiterate it again. Reiterate that for those of you who thought I said something different. There are beach access wheelchairs and plenty of ramps to get down to the main beachfront. One thing that we've also always said that we think is brilliant is that there are so many restrooms. They are all clean, and I think so far on previous trips we have counted 5 service animal rest stops, which is brilliant. But we are now entering Serenity Bay. This is where some of the cabanas are. Very jealous of those people. And yeah, as we come around here, this is where we then get to the Serenity Bay BBQ. So it's all very nicely placed, all very nicely laid out. But yeah, we are going to make our way down to the water, have a splash, so you're going to go away while we do that. And yeah, we'll pick you up after we've been paddling in the sea. Any other thoughts, my dear, about how different it is, or...?
I want a cabana.
I'd be fuming if I had a cabana on a day like today.
No, today is the perfect day for a cabana. This, I think, is the first time I've seen all of them actually in use.
Yeah, that's true. As you do come to the end of the Serenity Bay trail that leads to the barbecue and the likes, there is actually a tower stop just here. Do not panic if you do not get them at the Goombay Cultural Centre. They are here with a tower return. and then you start to take this path down. That is where Serenity Bay BBQ is. They do ice cream, by the way, at Serenity Bay BBQ, and they also do it at Two True as well.
Not just any ice cream.
What do you mean, not just any?
Toppings.
Oh yeah, toppings as well, yeah. But here we go. This is literally it. And as you see, people are stopping at the back of these. So actually, we're gonna grab a space here as well. We have managed to procure ourselves some sunbeds, and again, we are just by one of the bars and the restrooms, the shower location as well. It is very, very nicely all laid out and very nicely placed. Again, if it was sunny, we'd put the umbrella up. But today is not a day for sun, I don't think, is it, Dan?
It's a day for hopefully a towel doesn't blow away.
Right, I'm going to take you down to the front so you can see just where the front is again if you've not seen us or joined us before, or if you've not seen Lighthouse Point. So let's go down to the front. So my dreams of swimming in the water at Lighthouse Point are ruined. Red flags. It is too windy and too dangerous to swim in the sea today. So, I mean, there are people in there. The lifeguards have had to shout at people twice already. So yeah, from that perspective, never mind day.
Are we allowed to put our feet in?
I don't know. I don't even think we can, because they were just shouting at people putting their feet in.
Does that mean there's turtles?
I don't know.
Let's go down.
Can confirm it's windy.
The sea was really cold when it first hit my feet, and now I'm like, it's nice.
But yeah, it's as far as we're going, people. After having been in the sea, we've come and rinsed our feet off. Well, I've rinsed my feet off. Middle tap was nice and warm, but I'm now just drying my feet off. Going to put my shoes back on because, yeah, I'm not heading back out to the ocean. They do think that hopefully later on it might be a bit better, but no promises. And with how windy it is, I'm not sure that will change. Serenity Bay BBQ has opened. There is, as usual, the mad rush, the mad queues, but we are here for soft serve. Our friends have come along just simply for that benefit only, because we're going to go back to the ship for lunch. Have managed to procure myself 2 scoops of strawberry ice cream. You do actually have to go and ask for it at the location opposite Serenity Bay BBQ. That is Emily's 1 scoop, Danielle's being a melon. So yeah, we're going to tuck into this and then head back to the ship. So the ice cream, I would say, was actually very creamy and very nice. Our friends, however, said that it was disappointing, which I guess just says their standard of ice cream is higher than ours, which is fine. I'm not upset, I'm not hurt, I'm not disappointed. But we are now making our way back to the ship. It is getting increasingly windier. We're sure at some stage we felt a couple of spots of rain as well, which is just what happens. But there is still plenty we can do on the ship, and I think that is the key thing, is that there are so many videos out about Lookout Cay and Lighthouse Point and Castaway and all that sort of thing, that sometimes when the weather is like this, there is just not a lot you can do. I still love this island and I still prefer this to Castaway, but I get why some people still prefer the originality of Castaway. But we are going to head back to the Destiny now. We're going to have a little bit more of a look round. We are probably going to try and do some trivias if we can and go from there, so we'll see you in a bit. We have made our way back to Brekkie Cove to go back to the ship. However, I did want to point this out because it was quite busy when we got here earlier. There are a few other places here that you can pick up some of the merchandise. So spirit jerseys here, a couple of bags, headbands, sorry, Mickey ears, Minnie ears, baseball caps as well, and yeah, sunscreen if you've forgotten any of that, water shirts. Mangroves and Go is also a sort of location for picking up beers and spirits and drinks, so yeah, you can do that as well on the island. And yeah, water bottles, water bags, they're also readily available on any of this. If you are ever lost as to where you are on any of this, here is the directory to show you the whole island, and that can be found at multiple places around the island anyway. And in true Paul and Danielle fashion, just as we start to head back towards the boat, sun comes out, but it is still, I will say, we are in a slightly sheltered area, it is still very windy, but it does give us a good opportunity to see a great view of the Disney Destiny. And there she is, truly beautiful ship. It is absolutely stunning. And I will say, of all the Wish class ships, probably the best one that we have been on, and I think that's because they've learned all of the lessons from the Wish and the Treasure and made this quite possibly the best one of the Wish class ships. I'm not one to call out poor workmanship because I'm definitely not a painter and decorator, but is this yellow line not the absolute definition of not my job, mate? Either that or somebody had been on way too much rum when they were painting the lines. Anywho, water stops, by the way. If you do want some water on the way back, you can grab some, but there is also normally water by the ship, although we are a little bit early in terms of being able to grab some of the nice flavoured water and a cool towel, although I don't know if they'll be doing that today.
Arrgh. Pirate night. Pirati to the Caribou night, but not yet because it is only lunchtime. So they go back for now, but they're free. And I will put mine on later.
We have changes, you can tell.
I've also put makeup on.
Lighthouse Cay, I just want to reiterate, it's a brilliant location.
Lookout Cay.
Lookout Cay, Lighthouse Point. It's a great location.
And more.
I mean, it's just one of those things today.
Can't be helped. Can't control the... Oh, I spat. Can't control the weather.
It's true. Again, we've said this in last videos. We're very lucky we travel as often as we do. Whilst we don't currently have a return date planned to go back here, we will be back here. We do love it, and the itineraries are such that we will find a way to come back, so it's not a problem. And again, we are able to do that for a very, very good rate. Very good rate. If you love cruising, I can't stress this enough.
Talk to me.
Anyway, we are now going to go and see our friends for lunch. We're going to go up on deck to get lunch because there is no sit down. There is no sit down on port day at Lookout Castaway.
No, because all the staff
are on the island.
Yeah.
We are probably going to do some trivias. We are probably going to try and meet some characters if we can.
Before they're in the pirate
few bits. But yeah, pirate stuff changes about 3 or 4 o'clock just before.
I want to see the chandelier show thing.
Okay.
There's a different one for pirate night.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's lunchtime.
And if you are back on the ship, or you don't get off the ship at Castaway or Lighthouse, there is always things like funnel vision, the pools are open. Again, all of this, like the aqua coaster's running. We're just not getting on the aqua coaster at the moment because, well, it's too cold for us. And we're really quite soft when it comes to that, but yeah, we're going to try and get on it tomorrow early so that it's done, because tomorrow's a day at sea. So we're up on top deck. We have got some food from both Pizza Pies and Marceline Market bar and the barbecue. But Marceline Market's lunch menu is exactly the same as the last 2 days. There's literally no change about it at all. So at this stage, if you don't have something one day, you're not missing out, whereas on the other cruises we've done, it does vary a little bit, especially on the Magic and the Wonder. But Danielle is eating, so...
Hello. On the older ships, they have a section that changes to a cuisine every day. So one day it might be American, then it might be Mexican, then it might be Indian and Chinese. Like, it changes every day,
So we're just going to enjoy this, and then once our friends are back with their allergy-friendly food, Emily has tacos, or apparently tacos, and we'll see where we go from there, really. So up by Paolo is the entrance to the Hero Zone, which is where we've just spent some time playing ping pong. But there's also all of the air hockeys up here, which you can have a go at, providing the stuff is there, like the pucks and whatnot. But other than that, all of this is included in the cost of your cruise, as well as foosball as well, which is always good.
Welcome to Maleficent's dungeon. Do you wish to encounter the mistress of all evil? Who knows what transformations may occur? Oh, the mistress arrives!
Well, well, the king's loyal subjects, here for an audience with me. How curious. What do you know of the Princess Aurora? Her favorite color is pink. And well, do you know of her whereabouts? Not yet. Well, you may now swear your allegiance to me. Speak of your adoration of me. Speak of your adoration of me. Very well. You are wise to align yourself with one as powerful as I. You may go. You may come forward for an audience with me. There's much to discuss and plan.
All are welcome to remain in her realm and observe the greatness of Maleficent.
So whilst it's very windy, we made our way up to the deck 12 area for our favourite spinny chairs, as we are due to set sail soon and sail away from the Isle of Eleuthera, all the way onto our day at sea and then back to Fort Lauderdale. There's all the group down there. Pit. There are the crew down on the pier that help set everything up for the day. And without these people, with it being pirate night, the Grand Hall is orange. And just up there is Mr. Smee and Hook. But yeah, oh, can't go down that way. Right, okay, we're going to have to go back round. That's true, yep, so we're going to... There are some people... They are the storytellers. So we are now off to Sanctum as there is some live music, but it is pirate night as we said earlier on, and we've got an update for a couple of bits that we've been up to whilst we last, or since we last saw you I should say. We haven't caught up with you for a bit, so we'll go back a little bit. So we did Maleficent, that was brilliant, and we've been upstairs, we've done the sail away, and yeah, now we're sitting in the Sanctum ready for some live music before we, well, we do a couple of other bits potentially before dinner.
Like, I was just trying to look, because there is a queue behind me forming at DeVille's, and I don't believe there is a treble making on today. So I don't know if people know that, and that's the thing with Cruella.
So with tomorrow being a day at sea, they're also expecting some pretty bad weather. So it could be a very interesting day tomorrow. I don't think at this stage we're going to get to do the aqueduct, which is fine. We've done it on the Treasure. We also did it on the Wish. We will be back on the Destiny, and we'll cover that off a little bit more later on. We have just watched Zootropolis or Zootopia 2, depending on where you're from. But yeah, we managed to watch it in the theatre, which is brilliant. Look at the size of this theatre. It is stunning in here. But yeah, great film. We're now off to do 90s trivia and hopefully dinner. we have come back to our room after dinner at 1923, which we'll talk through in a moment. But what have you just said to me? How have you described our return to the room?
One good thing and two bad.
So, what's the good thing?
Chocolate coins.
And we say bad.
Well, bad because it means it's the end of the cruise. I mean, we've still got another night, but I'm not going to show you the other side of this because it has some of our information on it. But it's the tip sheet and it's split 1, 2, 3, 4
Let me just get a bit
ways.
closer so you can see the perforations.
As long as you can't see through it, you're all good.
No, nobody can see through it.
So this slip up here is for the server. This is assistant server, head server, and stateroom host. So these go into these, which is the second bad thing. Well, we have no luggage tags, so they'll come tomorrow. And these are essentially split out into the same categories that I just read out. You put this little slip, you tear it off, put it in here, put any extras that you want to put in there. Sometimes we write little notes. We'll, I'd say 99.9% of the time, put in some extra cash because we've always had amazing experiences. And then you hand them, which is why you get them the day before the last night.
Yeah.
So that you can see your server team and you can see your stateroom host and hand them over.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Right, let's very quickly talk about dinner and a decision we have made for disembarkation. So let's just start with the fact it is pirate night. Very consciously aware that people will be going, but it's pirate night. You've not shown any of the shows. You've not shown any of the fireworks. A, fireworks haven't happened yet. But B...
Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt.
I mean, the pirate shows on the Wish class ships... Very good, Daniel. The pirate shows on the Wish class ships, they're good, but they're not great. That's our view. People may love them.
I'm also a bit like two things. Number one is once you've seen it, it doesn't change.
That's true.
And the second one is very peoply, and I don't like being peoply. So
I also just want to add, in support of that, it's very, very windy up there today.
oh yeah,
There are actually other options now on Dream Fantasy, which we've done before. You can go to deck 4 and make sure that you always go to the starboard side. The easy way to remember this: port is left, same amount of letters. Starboard is the right side of the ship. So as you look at the funnel vision, with the ship facing forward, it's the right hand side. Go down to deck 4. On Dream Fantasy, they tend to play the music through the speakers, and occasionally you will also get a Donald or a Goofy coming out to watch the fireworks with you.
on deck 4. I love deck 4.
Now, that is on deck 4. Now, we're very fortunate our friends have got a veranda that is on the starboard side, so they've invited us to go to their room to watch it.
I think the problem is this class of ship. Usually on the other classes of ship, I can find somewhere like away from everyone else, but on here you can't.
No, that's very true. So, that being said, if you want to see what this version of Pirate Night looks like, let's talk about dinner. 1923. I went for starter. We both had mains. We both had desserts. Cue pictures being inserted. I had the white onion soup, which is very creamy, a slight flavour of onion, nothing too drastic. Fair enough. Mains.
I had the beef tenderloin. I had steak, basically. Shock. I've had steak every day. And it came with dolphin white potatoes and spinach, which I just very kindly pushed to the side of my plate. And it came with a sauce that they pour over at the table, so you can control how much you want.
I effectively had chicken breast and pasta, and I think the problem is, I remember having this in September, and I remember thinking, the sauce helped, but I didn't like the flavour of the sauce. So I asked for it without mushrooms, because I thought, I don't know whether they had the mushrooms in separately. They do not. The mushrooms are part of the sauce.
It's a mushroom-based sauce.
So I had a very dry pasta and chicken dinner. I must admit, still tasted good, but a bit dry. That's.
It was a me dinner.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been one of your safe dinners. And then for dessert, the chocolate lava cake. Can somebody please tell me if you think chocolate lava cake should be hot or not?
Yeah, this is now the second time that we've had it, and both times it's been stone cold. But I will say, this one was actually liquidy in the middle. I don't know if yours was. Mine, I cut mine open and it did just...
But I've always thought chocolate lava cake was meant to be hot.
I think it is when it's not mass produced.
But it's just, I mean, the ice cream around it, about a third of it had already melted. So I can only assume it was hot at the point it went on the plate, and then it sat there for a few minutes before it was taken out.
Probably longer than a few minutes, but it still tasted good.
I was trying to be generous.
Oh. And this one didn't have a load of oil in the bottom.
That's true.
Compared to the one we've had before.
Yeah.
So it gets my point. I thought it was quite nice.
I also tried the chocolate cheesecake, which was... No, it just wasn't good. There was a bit of a raspberry sort of brush underneath. And when I mean brush, as in they literally dipped it in some like raspberry compote and brushed it across the plate.
It'd be a coulis, surely.
I don't know what it was, but it just didn't add anything. And then when you did get a whiff of the flavour that had infused the chocolate, it kind of actually ruined the taste slightly. And as somebody who loves their chocolate and doesn't mind a berry chocolate, such as a raspberry flavoured dark chocolate or something, it didn't work for me. The next step is we're going to go see fireworks. Chances are I'll probably film it on my phone rather than take this.
Then we're going to bed.
Yeah, then we're going to have an early night. Right, tomorrow, or the next vlog, as you will see it, is the last day at sea, and is also going to be disembarking the Disney Destiny. I will categorically tell you now, we will be back on this ship. We will be back.
Not this year.
Not this year.
Probably next year.
We are going to try and do our best to be back on this in 2027. We have too many plans for the rest of 26 to...
We're busy bees.
Yeah, I mean, you know all the itineraries that we're doing now. You know that we've got the Adventure, Amsterdam, Wonder for Alaska, doing the Royal Caribbean. We're then doing DVC cruise, and then doing 2 Wonder cruises back to back. So there is too much going on, and the first cruise of 27 is already sorted. That we are doing the Treasure in February 27. So it will be anything after that.
And the opposite itinerary to what we did last
And
time.
by this point this has gone out, you'll also know that the Wish is now coming to Europe. Tomorrow, Sea Day. There is so much on this ship we have not done. And I don't just mean that lightly. There is so much we have not done. We have Paolo tomorrow. We have Paolo brunch.
Looking forward.
It's Mickey Churro Waffle Day. It is Hercules. There is so much to do tomorrow still. And I'm acutely aware that we're going to get off this ship on the next vlog and go, there was so much we did not do.
I have one goal for tomorrow. I actually have 2 goals. One is see Hercules. Second goal is to do the Haunted Mansion Tappy Tappy.
It's going to be interesting to see if we can get around and get it done. Because with it being last sea day, a lot of other people are going to want to do it too.
Yeah, but there's always at least a screen free because they're over a few decks.
Yeah. So we will try and get that done. But
even if it's just like 2.
We are also going to do express checkout on Saturday morning. The reason we have decided this is because we are flying home Saturday evening. By doing express, we get to retain our suitcases in our room. If we were not doing express, it is somewhat of a requirement to have your case outside of your room by 10 PM tomorrow night, as it will be. For us, that does not work. If we were staying in Florida, if we were staying for 1 or 2 nights, it's easier because there are bits we can put in our bag. The reality is we don't want to be messing around at MCO in 2 vlogs time when we fly home, trying to sort out what's going on. But that is a problem for us, not a problem for you. But that is why the disembarkation will form part of the next vlog and will not be part of the flying home vlog.
And we also have a 3-hour drive.
We do.
Which is probably going to be more because we're going to hit rush hour.
Probably. I'd also like to go to Disney Springs just to catch anything we haven't got that we wanted to get.
I can try and look for my Sherpa hat
And
again.
then we are flying home. If you didn't know, by the way, Dan is desperate for a Sherpa hat. She only mentioned it probably 6,000 times in the November series at California. And she's probably mentioned it a good 5,000 times while we've been here as well.
I'm dedicated.
Persistent.
Consistent.
Persistent.
I just want the hat. I don't think that's a lot to ask for.
Right, we're going to have to see the fireworks soon a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to take my face off. scraped my hair back.
That was the fireworks. A good day all around, busy day. The Lighthouse Point, Lookout Cay. It's one of those things that happens. We're lucky we get to come here as often as we do.
I'm tired now.
Yeah, I can tell. I think all of us in our little group that we are in, all of us are feeling it today, aren't we? Because
I don't know why, because we've not done a lot. We've not had many late nights.
no,
It's just,
and to be fair, we did
walk like 8k today.
Yeah, I mean, we're just with Paul and Andrew, and they just said, yeah, we're just kind of sleeping down. So are we. So yeah, from that perspective, I think we've all said that, you know, they're doing back-to-back, so they're staying on afterwards. They're not with anyone else after that, so who knows. But yeah, from our perspective, we're done. So yeah, that's it from us. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks again for taking time to follow along with what we get up to on these things, and hopefully you've been able to pick up some tips. And if you do want anything else, or you actually want somebody to plan a Disney cruise for you, or actually any cruise,
Hit me up.
actually if you just want somebody to plan everything for you, like I have the luxury of, please speak to my wife.
Or if you want to join.
Actually, if you want to learn how to do it yourself, yeah. Anyway, on that note,
Why have someone else do it
Why have a double
when
buck
you
yourself?
can get paid to do it yourself?
yeah. If you
That
want
was hard.
any information on socials are all across the bottom. They've all been going throughout the vlog anyway, and that's not how it goes down. But they're all the details down below as well, including a link to one of Dan's inquiry forms. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow, or see you next week, depending on when you're watching the vlog, for the last cruise day.
Bye bye.